Hi everyone, I'm Orly and welcome to Cyber Witch, your online resource for spiritual development. I've been studying the occult and training as a psychic and clairvoyant for almost 20 years, and I'm also a student of traditional yoga in training to become a yoga teacher. So I learn a lot of really interesting things from the yogis and Vedic texts that I'm sharing on this channel along with all of my experiences. So please hit like and subscribe for new videos every week. Today, I'm giving you another really important message from Lucifer because one of the things that is very abundantly clear that we need to understand, we are going through a tremendous amount of interference, psychic attack, and all kinds of disturbances that affect us both physically and spiritually. So today I'm going to explain a couple of different things. What the Lucifer frequency actually is that we talk about, psychic attacks, the literal war on your mind. I'm going to talk about what causes psychic attacks, how to tell if it's happening to you. I'm going to give you some techniques that you can do to help protect yourself. And then I'm going to help you understand more about Lucifer's frequency and working with that too. First, we're going to start with what can cause psychic attacks and how that actually works. So the thing to understand is that, of course, we have our physical bodies, and then we also have energetic and spiritual bodies that you can't usually see, but all these things are affecting your life and affecting your mind. And when people experience a psychic attack, the intention of this is to cut you off from being who you truly are, to make you feel confused, to make you think all kinds of wacky stuff, to throw you off track, to cause harm to you in some kind of way, either from things that are feeding off of your energy and your emotions, or just to cause interference in your life and cause problems for you for a lot of different reasons. And so spiritual attacks can come from a lot of different sources. They can come from sources that are spiritual, and they can also come from things that are not spiritual. And what I mean by that is it can come from frequencies that come from technology. And very often people might interpret having some kind of psychic attack that's caused by technology as a spiritual experience, when really everything we experience is a spiritual experience. So you can just look at it all under the same umbrella for the sake of understanding how to protect yourself and understand what's going on. And another important facet of it is, what are you choosing to have around yourself with the ability of choices that you have in your life? Like, obviously, every single person doesn't have the freedom to just only absorb the things we want to listen to and see all day long. But we also do have power to a certain extent of what we want to expose ourselves to and fill our mind with. And of course, this ties into the places that you're in, and then also the people that you surround yourself with, because all of the energies from those different things can cause psychic attack. So things that will affect your energy body in any kind of way, be it being around people that have a very unsettling energy to them that is draining. You've probably heard of people talk about emotional vampirism and that kind of stuff. Like when you're around someone or talking to somebody and you feel super drained and being around that person isn't a very pleasant experience, well, that's a psychic attack. Now, the person may not be intentionally trying to psychically attack you, but everyone has these energies all around them, and that's going to interact with your energy body when you're around that person. So you can experience a psychic attack from someone who isn't even consciously trying to do something like witchcraft upon you, just from your interaction with that person. And so this can also be picked up from the environment around you. So if you're in a place that has energy residue from what was happening there before, you can experience psychic attack from being in those energies that still permeate the environment, and also picking up on the energies from other people that are around you that you choose to associate yourself with. And it's just like that saying where we become like the people we surround ourselves with. That really does form who you are. And that can also cause psychic attacks if you're really trying your best in situations and people might be disingenuous. They could be fake friends. They could be using you but putting on a front of being loving or being nice, and then are psychically attacking you by using your energy and draining your energy for whatever the particular reason is. And so that can be caused by human forces, and then it can be caused by forces that you cannot see. So those are things like I already mentioned. So like frequencies that can be caused by so many different things. It can be caused by people and technology. It could be caused by just various devices that you have around your home that emit frequencies that your energy field is not enmeshing well with. It can be caused by spiritual sources as well. Like, for example, if you're having contact from entities that have an extremely harsh energetic field, that can cause a psychic attack on you, even if they're not trying to psychically attack you, but it could feel like really hard on your energy, and you might think it's that if you don't understand what's actually happening to you. And that's really all about helping to raise your own personal energy to that of what you're interacting with. But then, of course, there also are spiritual forces that attack people all the time. And this is something that's actually super, super normal. We like to call them like the archonic forces, like the Gnostics do. The idea is these are low vibrational level energies that are here around us to try to stop us from knowing who we truly are, from living in a way that's going to actually help us evolve and understand our spiritual nature and connection to everything, and go deeper into that by filling our life with unpleasant emotions and distractions. And this is something that is so critical to understand. So one of the things that I study from the yogis is certain concepts about how the mind works and how the mind controls us with our thoughts and emotions, and how to become free from the illusions that are caused by this. So a big part of what goes on in your brain has to do with these patterns that build up over time. These are patterns from the things that you choose to do, the things that you put around yourself, and from the energies that you entertain, the thoughts that you have. It all develops into these patterns. And then over time, they become these things that the yogis call samskaras. And the idea is like we get stuck in these motions of doing this stuff over and over again. And it can be something good, or it could be something harmful to us, where we just keep going into these negative energy patterns because we're used to it, because we think it's normal, and then are essentially lying to ourselves and think, oh, well, I just feel sick today again. I just feel tired today again. I just feel sad because of a reason I don't know why, when really it's because of these patterns of energy that keep happening to us. And a big part of what these archonic forces do is try to push us into these energetic patterns of living and thinking to control our emotions and to keep us perpetually enslaved in these mind states of being unhappy, being angry, being lazy, being lethargic, feeling hopeless, all these kind of things that really just get in the way of our personal development and evolution. So, how can we tell if psychic attacks are happening to us? Well, one big thing about it is that it will usually come on when you're not really expecting it to happen. So it's not like you're going to go into some sort of super stressful environment and then know you're going to be psychically attacked. It's usually like you're going about your business, you're trying to do something usually very important, and then all of a sudden you have this onslaught of energies, emotions that throws you off track, tries to get in your way, and tries to stop you from what you want to do. That's very often one of the main symptoms of being under psychic attack. It's usually like you're gonna do something really important or something that you have to do, and for no reason at all, you have this overwhelming emotion come over you in some way that distracts you and stops you from what you want to do. It can also come in physical symptoms, so people might even experience pain in their bodies, and that's also because our bodies are energy centers, and the psychic attacks can be attacking you in different energy centers of your body. And that's something that you can really work through with understanding things like Reiki and yoga and energy healing and stuff like that. And so this is really important to understand. Once you realize that what's happening to you isn't actually caused by you, if you have no actual reason to feel these things, and even if you do have a reason, but your emotions are inhibiting you from being able to live or from thinking coherently, or your emotions are making you act in really stupid ways, take a breath and realize that a lot of the provocation that you feel in your emotions is caused by outside sources that psychically attack you, and that these things are what cause the illusions of our reality. And the levels to this are super deep. Like, it happens on so many different layers from so many different things influencing us all the time. So we really need to understand that these things come from outside of us. Yes, of course, sometimes feeling unwell is your body trying to tell you something that you need to do to be healthier, but very often what you're feeling is caused by psychic attack. And so I want to give next an example of an exercise that you can do to help protect yourself. So I'm going to be referencing Vermilion's book, Asaya Kaluxa, and I'll put a link to this in the description of the video for anyone who wants to check it out. This book has so many different exercises and important information on understanding your body's energy. It's excellent. I also edited it, so I know how good it is very thoroughly. And what you're going to learn today is an exercise on green cleansing. And so this is an excellent method to help protect yourself from feeling any kind of psychic attack. So I'm going to go ahead and read the different steps to you. And if you would like, you can feel free to be comfortable, close your eyes, relax, and allow yourself to go through the process of the visualization of the green cleansing that I'm going to be reading to you now. So you can also just benefit from soaking up listening to this, because really, who doesn't benefit from a cleansing? So let's go ahead and get started with that. Step 1. Close your eyes and focus on the middle point of the forehead, right between your eyes. Take a few breaths in and out, while clearing all thoughts from the day or any worries that you may be having at this time. Mentally put these to the side, and you can come back to them later. Take 5 complete breaths and state mentally to yourself that you are clear of all negative and bothersome thought patterns. Step 2. Focus your attention to the very top of your head, And breathe in slowly, feeling as if the breath is entering that center. As you continue to slowly breathe in, visualize the feeling of the breath being green in color and follow the breath downwards, feeling and seeing it come down in between your eyes, then your throat, then your heart center, your solar plexus, your navel, and then to a spot right between your legs. This should encompass the whole breath inward. From the perineum, continue exhaling slowly and follow the path back up, visualizing the color green going upwards through the navel, the solar plexus, the heart center, the throat, and then through the middle of the eyes, and finally upward through the crown at the top of the head, and extend it a few inches above. If you mentally see other colors while doing this, ignore them for now. Feel this green color at every level and see it as strongly as you can and as clear, pure green as possible. Step 4. Repeat steps 2 and 3 continually while visualizing green coming in and then going back up on your out-breath and until you can strongly feel the breath from the top of the head all the way down and then exhale all the way back up and above your head. Keep repeating afterwards and see what experiences you may have. So one of the things that's really essential to understand with these visualization techniques is that the colors are very significant. If you would like to learn more about the scientific reasons behind how color and frequency and science affects your energy body, definitely check out the YouTube video on my channel about that and understand that the color itself is very important. So allow yourself to really breathe it through your body in that pattern, and it will help you to release any kind of energy that's interfering with your energy body. Another thing that's really helpful overall is the Lucifer frequency. And this is the final thing we're going to talk about today, which is a energetic level where we're essentially raising our frequency to a high point so we can interact with the frequency of Lucifer. And this is essentially to show us the knowledge of the truth of creation. When you have done work on your own energetic body, it will allow you to have this kind of deep, pure contact with the knowledge of Lucifer that helps you to see beyond the illusions of reality and activates things like your psychic senses and the connection of yourself that has a clear communication with the cosmic mind. So you experience reality in a very more coherent way because you're sensing things further than the ordinary senses of the ego by raising your own energy vibration to that of Lucifer. And a technique that you can do for that is also with colors. So you can visualize the color gold and also the color of clear light. So not white, but clear light. And that will help to assist you in raising your body's energetic frequency. And so you can literally just sit in meditation and visualize these colors on yourself in a quiet and peaceful time and allow yourself to open up to the cosmic mind and the world that is far greater than the illusions of reality. And this is a very empowering thing. So the idea is it will help you to really understand more about who you are and how you can evolve in this world. And it's just such a beautiful thing. And so I hope that helped give you some tools today so you can defend yourself against psychic attacks. If you would like to check out Asaya Kaluxa, I have the link to that in the description of this video. Definitely get yourself a copy. It's a perfect book. And also, if you would like to reach me for any of my spiritual services, I work as a spiritual counselor, as a tarot reader, and I have online video courses that teach about your psychic development. You can find all that in the links down below. Thank you so much to all the channel members and to my patrons. If you have any suggestions about other things that you can do to identify psychic attacks or defend against them, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. Please subscribe if you are new and hit like. It really does help the channel grow, and we appreciate it so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.